Welcome to Grow Your Yoga. Today's Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So every Thursday, I offer this free live webinar here on YouTube Live. Also, it's streaming to other social media platforms. So with that being said, if you're tuning in, remember that you can ask any questions that you have about your yoga practice, and I will happily do my best to answer them for you. Today, we'll practice a 10-minute easy, chill yoga practice for stiff bodies. So this is a super easy practice, only about 10 minutes. If you're watching now on the recorded version and you'd like to scroll ahead to the point where we start the practice, you're more than welcome while I take a little bit of time to tell you about a couple things that we have going on here at Native Yoga Center. So remember, you can check us out on our website, which is nativeyogacenter.com. Has all of our information and details there. I offer this free live webinar every Thursday at noon. If you have any specific topics that you would like for me to cover, remember, just go ahead and send me an email at info@nativeyogacenter.com. Super easy. All right. And also, I'm really excited that I'll have a new podcast that I release every single Friday morning, about 7 a.m. I release it. And currently, the one that I was able to release this week was with Robin Martin, who's a well-known yoga teacher out in Seattle, Washington. And I have a special guest getting ready to be released this Friday, which I can't wait. You can listen to it on any podcast channel that you enjoy. And also I publish it on YouTube, so it's available. Check out other videos that we have on our channel as well. All right, so often the question that I get asked is, if I'm stiff, can I still practice yoga? I also have clients that come in for massage and or Thai massage that think, I love stretching and being stretched by you or by somebody. However, I don't think I'd be able to do a yoga class because I'm way too stiff. That is not true. It is possible to practice no matter what your ability level is. One of my goals is to make yoga as accessible for anybody and everybody as possible. One of the reasons that I love being able to work with these free live streams is that in terms of regardless of where you're located and how much time you have, we'll figure out a way to make yoga accessible for you. Now, I'm aware as well that you might be working with an injury and or maybe you suffered some type of fall and or have some knee issues or back issues or neck issues that might be challenging you. Yoga is a great way to work with mobility. And in this type of practice that we'll do today together, it's going to be very simple, really chill, super easy. And it doesn't matter if you're flexible or not. We're just going to go make it super chill and fun. All right. So on that note, when you're ready, go ahead and set up your yoga mat and go ahead and come down onto your hands and knees and see if you can come down onto your back. Lie down onto your back and go ahead and bring your knees into your body. So from a reclined position, pull your knees down towards your chest. If you have a hard time getting the knees in that close that you can wrap your arms around, this is called Pavanamuktasana or wind removing pose. You can also grab a hold of your knees with your hands and pull the knees in this way. If you're able to wrap your arms all the way around and grab your elbows, or wrap your arms around and grab a hold of your wrists. And this way, just relax your head down onto the floor, let your back stretch, and breathe deeply. What we want to do is breathe in and out of the nose. Ideally, try to keep the mouth closed. If you need to breathe through the mouth, you can open the mouth. However, aim for nose breath. All right, once we do a nice gentle stretch here on the lower back, if you enjoy rolling or rocking a little bit left and right, this is a really great way to loosen up the muscles in your lower back. And also is a little bit like foam rolling, where we've put some pressure on the musculature and kind of roll across it. Here we'll be able to roll on the yoga mat side to side. All right, and then from here, we're going to go ahead and come up. If you take your arm above your head and roll over onto your side body, press with your arm down so you can come up, and we'll swivel around and come onto our hands and knee position. And here we'll work the combination of what's called cow and cat. Cow is where we back bend. You lift the chin, you roll the eyes up, inhale. Cat, you round the spine, flexion, press into your palms around. 2 more, cow pose, lift your chin, squeeze your back, roll the eyes up. Cat pose, tuck your chin, round deeply through your spine. Good, 1 more time, inhale, lift your chin and cow. Exhale, round your back, press down, squeeze your belly in. Now, to bring the right foot forward, you might need to lean on your left knee, bring your right foot out to the side, and see if you can either toe heel walk, or if you need the help of your hand, try bring your right foot onto the mat in front of you, so that now lean forward into the bend of the right knee. If you need to put your right hand on your right knee to be able to lean down on your left hand, you can. If you're able to bring both of your hands down onto the floor, lunge forward into the bend of the right knee to help stretch into your quad. It doesn't matter how far you go. Just simply pay very close attention to your body and the sensation in your body, and just move gently. Here we're going to stretch the quadricep muscle, the psoas muscle, which attaches your femur up onto your pelvis and onto your spine. These are your hip flex muscles. And so what we're doing is we're extending the hip joint to release and open up the quadriceps and psoas. All right, so next what we'll do is we'll rock back. I'm going to have you practice balance on your left knee with right foot on floor, and see if you're able to raise your arms above your head, square your chest to the front, and with your arms raised up, if you're able to drop your head back, see if you can look up in between your hands. Imagine you're holding a yoga block in between your hands and reach up tall toward the ceiling. Now release and bring your arms back down onto the floor. Take your right leg back so you're on your hands and knees. Let's test child's pose. If you're comfortable rocking back, bring your hips towards your heels and your forehead down. If you have issues with your knees where it's difficult to bear pressure and or flex in the knee, go ahead and come down onto your elbows and then gently rock back as far as you're able. Okay, come back up onto your hands and knees. Let's do the left side. Remember to bring the left foot around. If you need to, lean on your right knee and put the left foot out to the side. Slowly work your leg around all the way up to the front. You can even utilize your left hand to help give you a little bit of assistance. If you can bring your hands down to the floor, work the lunge into the bend of your left knee. And now we're going to open and stretch the quad on the right and the psoas on the right as well. Lunge as deep as you're able. Remember, don't compare yourself with anybody else. Just work at a speed and a pace that feels really appropriate and comfortable for you. As you rock forward and work into your hip joints and stretch into the front thigh, then we'll go ahead and release by pull the hip back, balance on your right knee and your left foot, and raise your arms above your head. See if you can tip your head back. If you can hold your balance steady, look up in between your hands. Again, imagine there's an invisible yoga block in between your palms. Try to align your hands so they're facing toward each other, and gently relax your shoulders down from your ears. Balance on your right knee, hold nice and steady. Good. Now we'll release and lower your arms back down, and we'll come back again into the hands-knee position. From here, what I'd like for you to try to do is make your way to standing position. One way to do this is to step one foot forward, lean into the hands, step the other foot down, and slowly make your way up into standing position. Align your feet about parallel with each other. Bend your knees, rest your elbows down on your knees, and see if you're able to let your body hang and just let your head drop down. You can keep your hands on the floor. You can grab a hold of the ankles to get a little bit of leverage to pull. If you feel extremely challenged or stiff in this one, all I want you to do is put your hands on your knees and gently press your knees back and work into your hamstrings from a standing position. Again, if you're able to sustain a little bit of folding pressure, you can always bend your knees as much as you need and let your body fold down. Okay, from here, make your way back up to a standing position. Raise your arms above your head and look up. And as you exhale, fold and bring your hands to the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need. Take a little inhale, lift your chin and look up, and now step your feet back and land down onto your hands and knees again. Take another cow pose, lift your chin, look up. Another cat pose, tuck your chin and round down. From here, swivel your legs around to the side and bring both of your legs together in front of you. We're going to work into what's called Paschimottanasana, which is a Western 10 stretching pose. Basically, we want to stretch the backside of the body. Now, I'm aware that if I'm feeling really stiff, I might need to lean back on the hands. You might need to lean back on your hands to be able to get your legs straight in front of you. What we're going to attempt to do is engage the quadricep muscles. So the same area that we were just stretching, we're now going to contract the front of the thigh. The back of the legs and the hamstrings, you just lean back on your palms, but really work on squeezing the legs as strong as possible. Also, engage the abdominal wall. We want to activate the core muscles of the abdominal region as we approach forward bending. If you are able to reach forward and grab a hold of your feet, you might use a strap or just hold onto your knees or shins. Lift your chest up and start to fold your body forward. Release any tension that you have across your low back. Release the musculature in the hamstrings and the back of the legs. Practice breathing. This is the big one, no matter whether you're in the yoga pose or you're sitting somewhere watching me on the phone somewhere. Don't forget to breathe. Even if you just start to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose and just start to relax and create a steady breath rhythm, whether you're sitting, standing, walking, working, if you focus on the breath, you can start to bring the yoga practice into your daily routine. And it can be 10 minutes long. It doesn't have to be all day or a 90-minute or a 1-hour session. All right, wonderful. From here, we're going to slowly come back up. We're going to do the Janu Shirshasana, which is where you bend your right knee, bring your right foot in close to the thigh. You can place a little block under the knee if you need and reach forward for your left leg. Gently fold forward and release into your hamstrings on the left side. Okay, and then we'll repeat on the other side. You bring your right leg forward and bend your left knee. Bring your left heel in close to your body. Relax your left knee down as much as possible. Stretch forward for your right foot. Draw your belly in and fold your body forward over your right leg. Release the QL, quadratus lumborum, on the left side, low back. And as you stretch forward, remember, just draw your belly in nice and strong. Good. And this is a really simple 10-minute routine. Go ahead and come back up, cross your legs. Practice sitting. If you need to place your back against the wall, utilize the meditation position where you sit up tall and draw your belly in. Let your chin relax down. Let your arms relax on your knees and just draw in and out the breath through the nose. Breathe in really deep. Fill your lungs. Exhale, allow all the air out. We'll just practice 3 deep breaths here. Breathe in through the nose. Fill your lungs. Exhale, release all the air out. Good again. Breathe in through the nose. Fill your lungs. Breathe all the way up. Exhale, release, let all the air out. Well done. Final position. This one you don't want to leave out. Go ahead and recline on your back and take the final resting position. Let your arms relax beside your body, your palms face up. Allow your legs to relax. Let your feet just release out to the side. When you breathe in, observe how your belly raises up on your inhale. As you breathe out, notice how your belly relaxes on the exhale. Just take a couple of deep breaths while holding in the relaxation pose. Excellent. Well done. You can practice this 10-minute routine at any place, at any time, whenever you have a chance. Just do some simple, gentle stretching to loosen your hips and your legs. Remember that the process of just taking your attention and bringing it onto the breath, focusing on breathing in and out in a nice steady rhythm. Again, all it takes is a little short practice to completely shift the mindset. It's really common that if I'm feeling a little anxious, a little nervous, or I'm overworked or tired, to remind ourselves that just a short, gentle yoga routine that doesn't put a lot of strain on the body, is just kind of easy and gentle. It's a great way to manage stress. All right. On that note, let me check and see if there's any messages. If you have any questions, remember you can always just ask them here on the live. Also, remember to check us out on our website, nativeyogacenter.com. And hey, Mike, thanks so much. I appreciate you chiming in. Wonderful. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. And I do this every single Thursday. I will offer another one soon. I can't wait to see you. And thanks for joining in. Namaste.